So I get this question a lot, and I thought that, you know what, this is definitely a conversation I need to have with my ladies here. So I'd like to start off this conversation that, listen, I have no problems with anybody having surgery, honey. If you want to go under the knife to change your body, for some of you, that's the only way you're going to get that shape that you want, okay? If we're going to be really honest here, okay? Because diet and training can really only do so much, but there are certain things that some women want to achieve that can really only be achieved through surgery. So today, what I want to do is have a conversation with you about discerning when is it okay for you to have surgery and what things might really just be you getting up, getting to the gym, eating right, and doing what you have to do through training and nutrition to get that body of your dreams. So today, I need you to come with an open mind, okay? Let's not judge the ladies who want to go under the knife and see Dr. Miami or Dr. Beverly Hills, whoever it is that you want, Dr. Chattanooga, wherever you are, okay? Let's not judge them. But today, I want to make sure that I give you the information that I think that I would want to share with you as someone who is a fitness professional who sits on both sides of the fence and who will support your idea to get into your best shape and also maybe consider surgery if that's right for you. If this is your first time being here, I want to welcome you to my channel. My name is Roxy Beckles. I am a self-development coach and a transformation expert who specializes in working with women to help them to rewrite their stories, to take control of their health, their fitness, their bodies, and to really tap into their femininity and their feminine energy. And we do it all through the vehicle of fitness as our driving factor to change. So if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to my channel. Be sure that you subscribe right now and you hit that bell notifications and set it to all notifications so that way you do not miss a single video. If you are a returning viewer, I want to say, hey, what's going on? I'm so happy to have you back. Give this video a thumbs up right now, whether you are new or old. Come on, give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you'd like me to talk more about these kind of more controversial topics, so give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. All right, listen, enough of this talk. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So as I said, I have nothing against going under the knife, honey, okay? Truth be told, I've been under the knife before.
Okay, truth be told, I've been under the knife before. Okay?
Okay? We're not going to talk about what I did. But what I've done was not anything that had to do with diet and training or anything like that. What I did, you can't really grow on your body through diet and training. But what I want to encourage women to do is to first see their health and their fitness as the first thing that you kind of want to take care of before going into surgery. Surgery is not a magical answer. There's a lot of maintenance that needs to go into surgery. There's a lot of things that you need to consider before you do this. This stuff is very dangerous. And making sure that you make the right decision for yourself is the number one thing. But today I have some tips to help you just to discern whether what you're trying to change is something that needs that knife or if it needs the weight room. So let's go ahead and talk about tip number one. The first thing you need to do is to get honest with yourself. For so many of you, the first step is to lose weight, to lose as much weight as you comfortably can before going under the knife. Because being obese or being overweight and having surgery is like playing Russian roulette with your health. If you know you have a considerable amount of weight to lose, if you know you have about 20, 30, 40 pounds or more to lose, it's going to be really advantageous for you to first get your body ready for whatever surgical procedure you may be thinking about. So get on a healthy eating plan, get on an actual diet, honey, get on an actual training program and have the accountability by your side to make sure that you stay healthy, you stay on it, and you stay dedicated. You see, after you have that surgery or whatever it is that you're going to want to do, you got to be able to maintain that. And the only way you're going to do that is if the foundation is already there. So if you have considerable weight to lose, you need to lose it first, particularly because people who have more weight on their bodies are more at risk when you go under the knife with anesthesia and all that stuff, and you may not wake up. So you don't want to go in there as a high-risk category or high-risk person. Lose the weight first before you determine if that surgery is even right for you. Let's talk about tip number two. Now, for some of you, what you're looking to do isn't something that actual weight training or weight loss or diets can change for you. So tip number two, what you need to realize is that for some of you, You are looking to change your actual genetic structure, and weight loss will never ever help you with that. And that's going to help you to kind of determine whether what you want is a surgery thing or if it's a diet training thing. So for instance, if you're a woman who has a typically boxy shape and you envy that shape of women who have that hourglass shape, honey, you can train some of that in the gym, but if you are a naturally narrow-waisted woman, you're not going to be able to achieve an hourglass shape unless you go to some extremes. Now, waist trainers, all that stuff, those are only temporary solutions. For some of you, going in and actually having resculpting is what you might need to have. Taking fat out of your waistline area and putting it on other areas of your body, like your hips, your buttocks, or whatever, is going to be the solution that you need to see your body change the way that you want it to. I mean, I even heard about people having ribs removed and stuff like that. Now, I'm talking a little bit of an extreme here, but it's been done before and it's being done on a daily basis. So if you're looking at your body, particularly if you're someone who's a little bit closer physically to the goal that you want and you're in good health and you're still seeing parts of your body that cannot be changed in the gym, then yes, surgery is definitely going to be for you because training can only get you so far. So the next tip number 3 in deciding whether what you need to have done is surgery or if this is a gym diet training thing is to actually look at your shape. So in step number 1, I told you need to lose weight first and get to where you want to be, get to your goal weight, your goal body eventually, right? But once you're there, or if you're someone who has already been there, you didn't have to do step 1. The next thing is just to evaluate yourself physically. And if you feel like you've got that general shape for what you want, but there's still some fine tuning that's not happening through the diet and training, then that's when you can go ahead and decide, let me get on the phone with my nearest plastic surgeon for a consultation. So I can't stress enough how important it is for you to make sure you're in good shape before you do that. For those of you who are looking to spot reduce, you fall into the perfect category for that. Women who come to me and say, you know what? I really love I love my butt, I love my thighs, but I have this pocket of fat on my stomach that I simply can't seem to lose. Or I have this back fat on me that never seems to go away, but I want to keep my butt, I want to keep my thighs, I want to keep everything else. Honey, listen, if you go on a diet and training program, you're going to lose that area, but you're going to lose everything as well. So if you're in that place where it's like you have that spot reduction is not a thing. It's not a real thing. You can't just train your booty and drop your waist, honey. Okay. If you're going to tighten the waist, your booty's going to lose too. Okay. So for those of you, again, we're talking about genetic structure. When you're already close to where you need to be, but you want that fine tuning, surgery is going to be for you. Weight training, diet is not going to be, because you're going to lose everything and then you're going to blame your trainer, and we don't want to hear that. Go talk to your surgeon. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is actual fat loss, right? So fat loss is an interesting thing when you're trying to decipher whether you should, let's say, get something like liposuction or cool sculpting or something like that, versus actually just going through with a diet and training program to lose that same fat. Now, what you got to think about is that surgery, I cannot stress it enough, is all about changing genetic structure. So whatever genetics you were born with is what you're going to die with. And when you go on a weight loss plan or you start losing fat cells do not disappear. You don't destroy them. They either grow or they shrink, depending on where you are and how much body fat you're storing. But those that want a more permanent result, the only way that you're going to get that is through actually removing fat cells or somehow killing them off, which is something that I think cool sculpting and those kind of procedures do. So if you're looking for a more permanent result, then having a surgery is really where you're going to want to be. Now, here's a caveat that you have to understand. When you do things like liposuction or, even with cool sculpting that causes death of a cell, when those cells are gone, what's going to happen is if you do not maintain your weight, if you do not maintain your health, and you gain weight back, your body's going to fill it up in other areas that you are not used to having fat on. So if you remove the fat, let's say from your waistline, and then you gain weight all of a sudden, that weight is going to come on down to your thighs and your booty, girl, or it might go to the back of your arms or on your lower back or other areas that still have fat cells in them. So keep that in mind. This is why I really say, for those of you who want to go through surgery, you've got to maintain the lifestyle. You've got to make sure that you are training consistently, that you're eating right, and you know how to take care of that body once your doctor does his or her magic. So what's the conclusion here? What's the conclusion? Should you go for surgery or plastic surgery procedures or anything like that? Or should you go ahead and lean on the diet and training? As we see, it really depends on what you're looking for. All in all, it's really advantageous for you to get your procedures done after you've reached your goals. And make sure that you are talking to a qualified surgeon. Don't go for the cheap ones. Don't go for, the ones that you got to fly to like somewhere in some foreign country and try to get it done for the cheap. Make sure that you do your research and you use people you use professionals who are knowledgeable, who know their stuff, who've done this over and over and have amazing results. So that's it. What are your thoughts on this controversial topic? Have you ever had surgery before? Or are you considering it? Do you think that it's better to just go ahead and work it off? Or do you think, hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of nit tuck? Go ahead and post your comments below. Let's go ahead and start that discussion. When you share, you add value. And I love hearing what you guys have to say. Now, if you are someone who knows that you need some help and you want to take your training, your nutrition, all that stuff to the next level, I got 3 ways for you to do that. First way is to scroll down to the bottom, support my channel, get some extra videos and stuff like that are not available to the public. They are only for members. You can join my channel membership below. The second way that you can go ahead and get some help is to join my Patreon community, because not only will you have access to those videos, but a whole library of e-courses, masterclasses, journal prompts, meditations, and more. Plus workouts, downloadable workouts for the gym or at home, or even I have some video workouts as well that you can do at home. And that is on my Patreon. Come on over to patreon.com/rockstarfitness to join my community today. And the third and final way to get some help, if you really feel like you need to have your hand held and you need that personalized coaching, come on over to my website, rockstarfitness.com/workwithroxy, and you'll see the options that are available. You can set up a supernova breakthrough coaching call if you want a one-time coaching call with me, or if you need that like month-to-month in-depth coaching, you can go ahead and find out more information about that too. So come on over to my website, see what's right for you, and let's go ahead and get you started. Thank you so much again for joining. Be sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, click that bell notification, set it to all notifications, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.